Guys, I've got literally an hour off work, so I thought I'd quickly make this video. I have recently done a tiny little bit of shopping in Killstar. I haven't been buying any of their clothes recently just because I don't really like the kind of prints and style of them. They're not quite how they used to be. I prefer these sort of more original Killstar items. I did used to like buy like 4 dresses at a time, but also the prices have gone up. The dresses used to be like around £30 maximum, and now they're more like £50, and it's just becoming less and less easy to be able to afford a dress. And especially if you're slightly iffy about it, you don't want to spend £50 on something that may not suit you or fit you. So that's why I've kind of been avoiding shopping on Killstar for a while. The items I'm going to show you today are all kind of accessory items. So they're things which you can find in the accessory part of the Killstar website. The first thing I have actually just ironed onto my jacket. So I have a, it's like a denim jacket. I know I've talked about it in the past. And I've sort of cut off the arms and it's got a few different patches and things. But I've just ironed on. As you can see, the ironing isn't that amazing, the backing, but it is a patch of a black cat with a crescent moon on it. I do like various different patches, but a lot of them have like occult symbols and sort of Satan things on them. And I just really liked this one because obviously I love black cats, and it's got a crescent moon, and I thought it would go quite nicely with my sort of spooky themed jacket. I have ironed this on. As you can see, the backing isn't fantastic. I wouldn't say that you could just iron these on and leave them on. I normally iron my patches on and then sew around them just to make sure they stay on there, just for this very reason, because iron-on patches never stay on very well. The patches are relatively cheap. I believe mine was around £3 or £3.99, and it seems a really good quality other than the fact that the iron-on backing isn't amazing. But to be honest, that's the same with all patches. You have to kind of sew them on. I feel there's not really any type of material you can iron a patch onto and it will stay there without any sort of loose thread keeping it in place. I have in the past bought loads of different patches from Killstar. I'm not really a fan of any of their newer patches, but I am hoping to go back and buy a few of the old ones because I want to put some of those patches onto this jacket. The next thing I got I'm actually wearing at the moment, and it's like a really simple, it's almost like a pentacle, but obviously like it's not quite the same shape. I know I have loads of these kind of pentacle and pentagram necklaces already, but I really like this one. I'm slightly annoyed that a lot of their designs have the inverted pentagram. I know this isn't an issue to a lot of you, and I do really love all of their pentagram earrings and necklaces and things, but they're always inverted and it just really annoys me. So when I saw this one I was like super happy, and I was going to get I think there was matching earrings, but I thought I'd try out getting the necklace first. Now honestly I think I probably could get the earrings because this is definitely not of like that higher quality, and the reason why I would get the earrings even though they're not in a higher quality is it means that this is super light. Now I've got a few Killstar necklaces. I have the quartz one with the octopus tentacle going around. I also have the Ankh one, and those ones are quite big and they're also super heavy, but this one is super light. The chain seems quite thick and quite sort of sturdy, but this just doesn't seem of the same quality. It almost feels like it's made out of plastic. Like actually looking at it, I'm not 100% sure that it isn't made out of plastic. It's just so thin, and unfortunately I feel like if you trod on this it would just like snap. It doesn't seem great. It has a lot of sort of unfinished edges and things, and I did pay quite a lot for this necklace, so I'm a bit disappointed by this just because I haven't bought from Killstar for ages, and last time I did their jewellery was amazing, so you know, whatever. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. But I still feel like I'm going to wear it a lot. I don't know if I can wear this sort of like every day. It doesn't seem like it's sturdy enough, and it hangs quite low. As you can see, it's one of my longest necklaces that I'm wearing today. And you could put it onto another chain and wear it higher up. I feel like if you did wear it higher up, it'd be less likely to break because it's not going to be like swinging around as much and hitting things. As for what it came in, as always, it came in one of these nice velvety bags. and then inside it was just in this kind of like plasticky sleeve. I will show you close up just so you can see what the necklace looks like, and you don't have to undo or anything to get it on. It can just slip over the head because it is that big. On the end you've got the normal little Killstar plaque thing on the end of the chain, and as you can see the chain is quite sort of thick, it's a good quality. And then this is the actual pendant itself, so you can see it's quite thin, and I don't know if you can tell that it's a different material to the chain, but it's so light, and I think it's picking up on camera sort of here how it really looks quite unfinished. Hello kitten. And it is super thin. I was expecting this to be a bit bigger and a bit thicker, as I said. On the upside, because it's so light, I feel like these would make really good earrings, because some of the earrings I've bought from Killstar in the past have been super heavy and really hurt my ears, but I feel like this would be quite light to wear and you could wear them for quite a long time. In hindsight, I probably would have not... Do you mind? In hindsight, I probably would not have spent the amount of money that I spent on this necklace, just for the quality of it. I just don't think it's amazing, and I shouldn't have paid as much as I did for it. And I can guarantee from like a homemade store or something like Etsy, you could get something very similar to this and of a higher quality for a cheaper price. It just kind of backs up my view at the moment. Killstar are upping their prices and not necessarily making their things as higher quality as they used to be. My kitten is just like snuggling up to this antique gargoyle dragon thing I have on my bed. I'm not quite sure where to put it yet, so it's just having a little sleep next to me at the moment. So the last thing that I got from Killstar is one of their like newest additions to the shop, and that's one of these notebooks. Now I have to admit, I did actually really like this kind of saying thing that says, "Sorry I can't, I have plans with my cat," because that's literally my life. And I literally base all my plans around my kitten. But yeah, I really wanted this on the top when it came out, but I didn't particularly want the actual top itself. I didn't like the style. I can't really remember exactly what it was like, but I remember I wasn't like I think it may have been one of those big knit jumpers. I do have a few of them, but you know, I don't wear them that often, and I have actually sold quite a few of my Killstar jumpers recently. But I really did like the saying, and I remember I was going to buy the jumper just because of the saying, but the jumper was so expensive. So I was like, oh, whatever, cut my losses. And I did actually find some other t-shirts with saying this on Etsy and also on eBay, which are a lot cheaper. So if you do want some clothing with this like motto on it, then that is possible without having to spend ridiculous amounts of money. But when I saw that they bought this notebook out, I was like, yes, I want that. And I don't think that was that expensive. I think I have the thing in here. The wicker necklace cost me £15 and this cost me £7.99, which, I mean, I'd normally spend about £5 on a notebook, so it's not overly priced. It has this kind of stretchy front bit on the front. It says Killstar on the back, and then it has the "Sorry I can't, I have plans with my cat," and at the bottom it says 1000 reasons why cats are better. So it's kind of like an almost like matte sort of front to it. And then inside it has, the first page is blank, and then it's lined paper. On the top of the paper it has this weird little crown and it says best quality, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna rip that page out, until I remembered it's on all of the pages. It has this almost like Victorian border all around the page, and as you can see it is a lined book. All of the pages are lined with the same border. Again, I really like this. It's just that like best quality bit at the top. I know that's making a bit of a fuss out of nothing, but it just seems like they've taken a random book and then just put the cover on that they liked. But it seems quite good. The paper seems quite thick. I feel like it could probably withstand like an ink pen or something, which when I write with my ink pen, my fountain pen or my calligraphy pen, it can really easily go through cheap paper, but I feel like this is going to be thick enough to hold up with, you know, that kind of ink and that kind of pen. And let's just check the back of it. The back is really nicely done. You can't see where the elastic is held, and a nice sort of touch to it. It that it does have this black ribbon in, so you can kind of keep your page and hold your page. This is by far not the best journal or diary or notebook I've ever bought, but I'm quite pleased with that. I'm glad I bought it. Overall, like, I don't want to say I'm disappointed with Killstar, but I feel like they've changed a lot over the years. Most of you say that you find my channel through my old Killstar videos, and if you have seen any of those, you'll see that I used to be a shopaholic on there. I bought so many... Kitten. I used to buy so much clothes, so much jewellery, loads of things, bags from them, and now I see things that I quite like, but the prices are just ridiculous. They've just put out a pentagram belt, and although the pentagrams are inverted, you can wear it the other way around and it would have been perfect, but it was so expensive. It was almost like £40 just for a belt. And there was a bag I really liked, but that was over £50. And it's all things which I don't think are worth the money, that I could find somewhere else, or even have like custom made for me and not spend as much. And getting these few items has just made me realise, you know, their quality is not getting better. It's, if anything, it's going downhill. I know recently I've said quite a few times that I won't be buying much from Killstar anymore, and this has kind of just backed up my feelings about it. And it's such a shame, because they used to be one of my favourite online stores. This is my own opinion. I know that some of you guys are going to be like, no, you're wrong, like, it's amazing, blah blah blah, but just for my personal taste, it's not the same as it used to be. And also where the prices are quite blatantly going up, and I'm not seeing the same payoff with the quality and the time they're putting into their packages. I did used to get sort of like personal notes and things in my packages when I used to buy them, but now it's all pretty sort of generic. That you don't even get a thank you card anymore. You get one of their little, you know, advertisement cards with just various pictures of the things they sell. It seems like they've lost their personal touch, and it is such a shame. I am gonna like continue looking at their store, because obviously they are bringing out some things which are really cool, and the patch I'm really pleased with. So it's mainly the clothing, and I probably will refrain from buying any more jewelry from them unless there's something exceptional that I wanted. They did bring out this new, it's called an engagement ring, but it's like 2 skeleton hands holding a diamond, and I did really want that, but I'm super glad I didn't buy it, because I was worried when I looked at it that it wouldn't be that high quality, but I'd rather just stick with paying like the same amount of money but from a different place and getting something that is gonna last, and I'm not gonna be scared to wear in case I break it. I have just got another little package from Spooky Box. Sneak preview, because they're having a massive sale at the moment, so I will be doing a little haul of the things that I bought. But definitely, if there's anything you've seen in any Spooky Box Club boxes, go over to their site now. They're having an amazing sale, and there's loads more stuff in their shop than there was before, so I found loads of old things from old boxes that they've just put in. I have also just reached 1,000 subscribers, so thank you everyone for supporting my videos. If you do have any sort of video suggestions, I know there's been a mention of an ornament video and things like that, please don't hesitate to leave them down in the comments, because I do try and do everything that you request. I am doing a giveaway. I'm getting all my sort of giveaway items custom made, so I've just literally got the photos through for that. Thank you, kitten. And I will be sort of inserting those photos and letting you see what is up for grabs, so just stay tuned for that. It should be up within the next week, hopefully. It's a very busy time at the moment for me, and I got my first day of uni tomorrow, so it's all very scary. If it's still sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye! What are you doing? Kitten! What are you doing?